Are we live? Yes, we are. All right, guys, we're doing this real quick. I am so excited for this episode. I love SCP so much. I love Superman. I'm genuinely might be more hyped for this episode than anything else they've done so far. So we're just gonna jump right in. Wait. Yeah, okay.
Superman, the Man of Steel.
The Scarlet King, the Defiler of Worlds.
For as long as there has been good, there has been evil. For as long as there has been evil, there has been good. And for as long as there has been man, good and evil have driven us to action, motivated and galvanized us. Whether that be for the better or for the worse.
You already know who we are.
And we're here to research their strengths, speed,
Hey,
talents,
James,
and tech to find out who would win.
An alien child, born Kal-El on the planet Krypton, crash-landed on Earth after being sent by his parents away from the destruction of their homeworld. He was raised by his adoptive parents, Jonathan and Martha Kent, on a quaint little farm, and given the name of Clark.
Clark Kent led a simple, peaceful, normal childhood, learning and growing as any his age would, getting up from a scraped knee with a smile, and playing catch with dear old Dad. He was only human after all, as far as he knew. That was, until as all children do, he grew up and began to discover himself.
And puberty was extra kind to Clark here, because he began to unlock his true identity. Not as a human boy, but as a Kryptonian. Soon enough, he was showing all sorts of crazy abilities, like super strength, super speed, flight, heat vision, freeze breath, and so much more to come.
I guarantee you,
never let that change
99% of Smallville already know who he is. This ain't no secret identity.
He was still the golden-hearted boy raised on that farm, and he wanted to use these newfound incredible abilities for the good of the people of Earth. And for humanity, he was able to be a man like any one of us. While from Krypton came the might to make him super.
It's a bird! It's a plane! No, it's
Superman!
Da, 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 da.
Through it all, Clark held tight to the ideals that the Kents helped shape within him. A steadfast belief in truth, justice, and the prospect of a better tomorrow. He would become a paragon of inspiration for the citizens of Earth, especially after moving from the humble town of Smallville into the bustling metropolis of, Metropolis.
Here he'd become an award-winning reporter for the Daily Planet, fighting evil with both the power of the press and the power of hitting things really hard.
Often coming to blows with villains like the nefarious scientist and dastardly businessman Lex Luthor, the best-dressed apex to oppose the Man of Steel, who believed humanity didn't need false idols saving it. Ironic, then, that the Kryptonians still held more humanity than Luthor could ever dream to have.
He'd even find love with Lois Lane, or Lana Lang, or Luma Lanai, Lori Lamaris. Okay, what's going on here? Something you're not telling us, Lex?
No surprise, then, that he'd soon become one of the greatest heroes the world had ever seen, founding the Justice League alongside other heroes. Batman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and he's worked alongside countless other heroes besides them. The Blue Boy Scouts certainly come a long way from just pushing wagons.
Yeah,
I was
now he's
so
pushing
nervous for
villains
the
through the
cast.
floor and hitting them so hard every version of them in the multiverse feels it.
Oh, he does far more than that. Even beyond, I don't know,
I really
pulling
wonder
planets,
if they're gonna
sneezing
bring
away
up
solar systems,
the time he
flying
was throwing
several
hands with the
billion
Great
light years in a
Darkness during Dark
nanosecond,
Crisis,
or
because that
just
feels
outspeeding the bonds of
extremely relevant to
infinity.
this specific
We could
fight.
spend hours just listing the bullshit he's pulled. It's no secret that he just blatantly breaks the laws of physics on the regular.
Rainbow hand lasers, tiny clones of himself, flying across time and dimensions, shape-shifting, memory-erasing kisses, and who could
I'm on
forget
stream right now.
Great
Hey,
Wall
what's
of
up?
China rebuilding vision.
Similarly, whether it be from
Hi,
his
Saul.
Kryptonian
I'm watching the fan
physiology
battle
or
right
just
now.
sheer resolve, he can power.
I'm here.
Do 1 second. Da 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 da. Uh-huh. And uh-huh. There we go.
I guess I'm watching it as well.
Superman, the Man of Steel.
The Scarlet King, the Defiler of Worlds.
For as
You're
long
the
as
real
they're
fan battle
shot by
cast,
a
I saw
blast
that.
contained, among other things, the power of the Source, effectively a quote-unquote more real reality above DC's main cosmology, with the characters you know effectively.
Damn,
Makes him super smart.
There we
So
go.
smart, in fact,
You're here
he
roughly.
once remade the reality warping miracle machine from memory and can see the fundamental conceptual building
I have
blocks
been
of the
not
world.
spoiled on this
When he
fight, so I'm
confronted
very
Darkseid,
excited
the
about
ultimate
this.
embodiment of all evil, he
very-
shattered
I have
his
seen-
conceptual
I have seen
true
it.
form by singing
Yeah.
it.
At one point, he was even shot
Alright,
by
then.
a blast that contained, among other things,
I
the
really wonder if
power
they're
of
gonna
the
bring up the
Source,
Dark Crisis
effectively
moment
a
where he was
quote-unquote more
contending with the
real
great evil
reality
darkness,
above
because that
DC's
feels very relevant to
cosmology,
this
with the characters
specific
you know
interaction.
effectively being fiction compared to it.
Though he does have weaknesses. Of course, there's
I like the
kryptonite,
music
the
that
sound
they
of
use
his
in it.
homeworld, and
Oh,
hell
yeah.
of a thing to
Try and get a-
but he
hell of a
also
thing to try and get
lives
away with.
radically under the sun and
Oh yeah,
struggles
for
with
sure,
magic.
for sure.
Well, on paper he should.
I love it though.
but
It
that
definitely has the
same
vibe of the
blast
recent
also
movie down.
contained the magic of beings
Yeah.
like Zeus and Shazam, and on at least one occasion, even being under a red sun still left him with enough strength to just fly to a different sun.
Great, not only can he defy logic,
There's the
he can
dog,
defy his
Luther.
own internal logic.
And maybe that ability to persevere is his real ultimate power. His strength is just as measured in will as it is in muscles. Even his self-control is
They are
astounding.
bringing up his source wall
Constantly holding
scaling, so
back his
that's
power in a world made of
definitely
cardboard,
helpful.
even when it looks like he's
Yeah.
going all out.
So what, he's just some unflappable symbol of hope, some flat representation of heroism?
Not at all. He stands for it, sure, but he's just as vulnerable and human as the rest of us. Sure, he fights and he wins sometimes, but he's more than capable of losing. He has many times before, but every time he gets back up. He's not
Hell
just
yeah.
some abstract ideal or some stock perfect paragon. He's just a farm boy from Kansas, doing what he can to make the world a better place.
But at the end of the day, that ability to never give up, to always stand in the face of darkness, is the very thing that makes us who we are.
And Superman, or rather Clark Kent, is no different. He's not fearless. He's
Scarlet
not
King might be able
invincible.
to clutch the
But
1v1, but
he
he's real
doesn't
lucky
have to be.
Crypto's not going to be
And that's
involved.
okay.
If
Yeah,
Crypto
so
was there, it'd be
it's
Rapsky.
To fight in
Yeah.
spite of that. And with all that he inspires, maybe we can too.
That is where you've always been wrong about me, Lex.
Man, I'm so
I'm
glad
as
this
human
movie
as
was
anyone.
good.
I get scared.
I feel like I kind of
wake
needed
up
it to
every
be
morning
good.
despite
Yeah,
not knowing what to
I was
do.
so
I put one
nervous
foot in
when,
front of the other, and I try to
I
make
didn't
the
want to
best
watch it
choice
until I
can.
heard that the reception was good, and then I was like, alright,
But
I can
that
check it
is
out.
being human,
I wanted to watch it anyway.
and that's my
I
greatest
like
strength.
watched it on its like one of my
And
last
someday,
showings in
I
like
hope,
a
for the sake
practically
of the
empty
world,
theater. It was quite
you
nice,
understand that it's your
Oh yeah, I love the empty theater
Although
experience.
The Foundation acknowledges the anomalous properties of Kal-El,
Uh-oh.
also known as Superman, and the danger he may impose in the future, we have determined that our resources should better be put elsewhere, rather than attempting to contain him. Due to his powerful properties, an already prominent public image causing potential troubles for containment. Further attempts to contain Superman have been denied by the O5 Council. End of report.
The Foundation doesn't want to
Seven
mess with
seas,
any of that he's got going
7
on.
rings.
7 brides for the Scarlet King.
After a warehouse raid by the anomaly-containing SCP Foundation.
Incorporate traits and story beats from multiple interpretations of Scarlet King to form a singular, cohesive narrative. The methodology is actually supported in text for reasons that will be explained shortly. In the event of a contradiction, the more prominent common route. Okay.
Targeting
So
the
they're gonna
organization
go with
called
consistency
the
over
Children of the Scarlet
The highest
King.
interpretation, maybe?
7 pregnant girls were recovered.
Yeah, I think it's just if
collectively dubbed
things contradict each other.
SCP-231 by the
Instead of going with the
Foundation.
highest, they would just go with what
Foundation's purpose
the most
is
common
seeking out
is.
anomalous
Yeah, that
entities,
makes sense,
locking
that
down
makes
and
sense.
cataloging them into their database
Which I
in
think is
order
a fine
to
way to
protect the
take
world.
Yeah.
Often
Card
by
of Scarlet King.
morally questionable
Absolutely.
means.
Although this methodology was challenged. Due to a series of
I'm gonna be very
increasingly
curious to
deadly
see
events,
which animation I
each
recognize and which
instance
is like, oh, I don't know that. I need to
SCP-231 perished,
find out what
giving
that's
birth
from.
to increasingly dangerous entities until only one remained, SCP-231-7, who was kept from giving birth out of fear that the child she would bear would
Clockwork
spell the
Sunny
end
really,
of the
like,
world. With a procedure
gave
called
the SCP
110
entities so much
Montauk
aura with
operated
their
on
art.
231-7,
Yeah.
her condition is maintained indefinitely.
110 Montauk. What are the details on that? All I know is that some D-class through the procedure, and apparently it's so bad the other staff involved have to routinely switch out and seek therapy.
Yeah, that's another
Well,
thing. I'm
lucky
just
for
looking at
us,
chat.
I just so happen to
Even if they
feel
could
that
contain
I need
Clark,
acquire
they'd have to deal with like the
some
entire Justice
uncensored
League. I mean, it would go
documentation of
beyond the
procedure.
Justice League, right?
Now, let's
I don't. If
It
you
wouldn't
mess with
just be
Clark,
the-
you mess with
see what 110
everyone.
Montauk involves.
You mess with a lot of people within the DC verse.
Oh.
Oh.
Right. Not gonna be able to scrub that one out of my mind for a while, but let's look at
We
the
better get an
alternatives.
SCP versus
All of
Skibbity
these
Toilet reference.
inarguably horrific
Oh, I would.
acts are
If we
done
get that.
containing
Fun fact I didn't know, I worked on that
one of the
series.
greatest evils
That's
in
how I know about
existence.
it.
I was the writer.
Cult that started
So
this
we'll-
whole mess, the
If I see
Scarlet
that, I'll be
King.
able to see it immediately.
Scarlet King is, well, it depends on who
Did you,
you
like-
ask. But at his
did you get
core,
paid for
he is
that?
the embodiment of a fundamental
Nah, I was just doing it for fun.
He did it out the love of the game, everyone. Shit will write Skibbity Toilet out the love of the game.
Listen,
Please
man,
write
I-
that down somewhere.
I thought 6-7 was funny, and you all can't tell me it wasn't.
Because of that, he's not just the sort of threat you
How
can
do you feel that's
simply
probably the most
punch
popular
out.
thing you're
He's
ever
the
going to be
avatar of an
in?
idea
I'm okay
formed
with
from
that.
Violence and abject depravity.
Fair enough.
Though he's far from just
Like
a
souffle.
vicious boogeyman. While
Hell
sometimes
yeah.
he's effectively biblical Satan, and sometimes he's an abstract idea, and sometimes he's a pattern. All versions are one and the same, and he can choose how he manifests, even
Is that
bouncing
him?
between them in a
I,
single
that is
timeline
a
as he
version of
sees
him,
fit.
so it would seem.
Originally, he was worshipped as a sissy
I hope they
deity
bring
of
up
evil
the
and sent to
Wondertainment
Menace
thing.
named Karak, about perfect
Where like
love.
Wondertainment like blew up his whole planet to
Suicide
like
bombs
In a
it.
cruel twist of
unparalleled
irony,
aura.
it's actually the
That's one of-
Foundation
that's one of the
themselves that brought
couple
this
of, like,
reality into being.
Scarlet
It
King
was
things I read, and I was
only their
like, man,
hubris and
this
need
is
to
crazy.
categorize each and
Yeah.
every mystery that
I wanna,
by
like,
definition
analyze
is a forgotten
Wondertainment at some
figure.
point, but I have no
And
reason
in
to.
turn, that definition gave him form, rewriting his existence to what it is now. In some ways, the Foundation came first.
Even SCP-2317-K, an entity the Foundation only called the Scarlet King as part of a misdirection campaign, ended up becoming part of him in the end due to everything stating it as such.
Concerning, given 2317K is over 200 kilometers tall. Fortunately, he's sealed away in a pocket dimension by 7 chains that bind him.
What's really funny about
Unfortunately,
2317
all
is
but
I'm pretty
one
sure
are
there's an
broken,
author's
and
note
the
that's like,
Foundation are mostly
this is all
just
interpretation
constant
based, so you
scrambling
could just
and
write a story where the
bullshitting
Foundation
to
just
keep
nukes
at
him and
bay.
that solves the
Maybe
problem.
Involve that Montauk stuff.
Actually,
The funniest
Montauk
anti-feat
itself is doing
is they just easily solve the problem.
absolutely nothing. Sort
The
of.
author being like,
But it was
Whatever,
such
who
a
cares?
cruel and heinous plan devised by a man with
Nuke
such
level Scarlet King
anger
versus
towards the children
planet
of
level
the Scarlet
Superman,
King
according to
that
authors.
The sheer vitriol it represents is enough to placate the king, let's say.
Believe it or not, that 200-kilometer tall thing isn't even as big as he can get. Should he fully manifest, he could warp all of reality like it's his plaything. So changing his size is nothing. It's ranged from about 3 meters to becoming an entire sea to 14 trillion times the size of someone. Assuming a base height of 6 feet, that would be over 150 times the distance from Earth to the Sun. Or, of course, as an abstract concept, he doesn't really need to abide by size at all.
Though, frankly, changing his size is one of his least impressive abilities. As if total warping of reality isn't bad enough.
What's
He
this
can
polling
control
chat show?
minds and souls, erase you
Well,
from
it's
existence.
a valid
warp
question, I
time,
feel.
Use curses,
I guess.
telekinesis, portals, basically
Oh,
whatever
I saw
he feels
one
like
Entertainment
doing
goes out
to
with a
help
bang.
spread the
I
word
saw
Yeah.
into
that.
the modern world.
Oh, I was
As
distracted by the poll I had
God
made.
given
Was in the video.
beings, and he's
Yeah.
and able
Ah,
to
shit.
kill his kin,
When they were talking about his
he's able to
abilities.
absorb
Yeah.
and destroy entire concepts.
I saw it!
So if he's that
I know I
strong,
saw
how
that
was
lock.
he sealed away in the first place? Who the fuck could even do that?
Well, it's important to note that sealing him is still easier than killing him. Even if his body and mind are completely destroyed, as long as his true self, basically his
I like
innate
this
concept,
background B-roll
survives,
of just
he'll be fine,
MTF agents and
which
Chaos
does line up with
Insurgents
him having
or
to
farming.
tamper with the concepts of other gods like himself in order to kill them. And his concept is even more unkillable
It is
than
kind of
that,
weird getting
given
footage
that
for an SCP
since he's
episode.
existed at some
Yeah.
point in the past, he will always
That is something
be
you
able
gotta
to
consider
exist
is like how
again.
much
Okay, cool, but again,
visuals
who
do we have to
actually
work
had the
with?
balls to square up with this guy and put him in timeout? Clearly not the Foundations. They already found him. What they would become.
Did
him
you?
in prison,
This is gonna
right?
sound super unrelated, but it is related. Did you ever watch Game Theory back in like the Ronnie era?
Yeah, I think so.
If we were ever to do some kind of SCP episode and we didn't have a lot of visual material to work with, I would almost wonder if we could like do something similar where we just kind of like rig up a couple of like custom assets to like move around on screen for visuals.
Probably.
What is that meant to mean?
This is the result of when he had once done
This is like a
battle with
TikTok edit.
another great cosmic threat. Anafabula.
TikTok Scarlet King would
Well,
beat Superman,
okay,
unfortunately.
And Anafabula, technically, but she's the only one of her kind that
I think that's just kind of what SCP kind
The
of struggles
Lady
with. Like,
of
I'm
Black
noticing this
Thorn,
analysis is
the
a lot
anti-story.
harder to engage in. I think that's because of the,
Number 7
like,
is actually her step
lack of
first and
actual
foremost,
visuals.
and using her powers
Yeah.
over it. She was effectively able to
I feel like there's
inject
things
it
you
into the
can
Scarlet
do to
King's
get around
history
it, but
to
the way
find
they've
him
handled
in
it
his
is
own
fine. It's
story
just not
to
as,
make him a pawn of her.
I guess, engaging.
Speaking of which, however, the Scarlet
Yeah,
King
that-
is projected
That's a
to
big
destroy
problem with something like
everything
Scarlet King
but
versus
that
Crimson
narrative.
King.
Infinite
It's so cool in
dimensions,
every other
layers of
aspect, and then
reality
visually
beyond
it'd be
our
like they both have 3
understanding,
images
all
in total.
consumed by him.
Yeah.
In fact, he's even
At
been
least,
able to
like, I
stalemate
guess at
and
least when you talk about the
mutually
Dark Tower,
contain
like,
the
other
Pikmin
stuff.
proposal, which is
Ah.
the fundamental
You can-
force
oh,
that
Pikmin.
marks the world of the SCP Foundation. with
James in the
fictional
chat is sending me
traits.
back to the dark
In
days
essence,
of
this
SCP
concept is
animation where
comparable
343 was
in
just
scope
God of
to
War
the thing
Zeus.
that divides fiction from reality.
I think I saw an animation like that one time.
Also exists a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, Jordan Productions. His animations are fire, but I was always like, that's not 343. That's just Zeus.
Gosh, I remember. Oh my, that's a throwback.
Well, sometimes
I loved
there are
Jordan's
dozens
production
and
stuff, though.
dozens
Oh, I love his videos. I'm not like mad at him. I'm just
clusters,
like,
so to speak.
His
And
final,
while
his
sure,
final
he has
containment breach
defeated
video is like my
some,
favorite.
You can always circle back to
The one that's like a
knowledge that
trailer for
still,
nothing?
he ultimately
I guess,
comes
but
out
you
on
Yeah.
know, it's
top.
kind of like the containment breach showing
And
like
in this one, he was
everything
killed
going
by
on.
50 million
yeah,
hits
yeah,
falling
it's
on
really
him.
cool.
That's as many
I love the
as
one guy that
5,
just
10,
like drops from the
and that's
ceiling, steals
terrible.
someone,
Even
and
without
sucks
his
them back
godly
up into the
powers,
ceiling.
He's got a wicked set of horns and claws, and he's got all
I
sorts
recognize
of
this
mystic
music.
words that
I've listened to
protect
it too
himself from
much.
attackers.
Though, somewhat critically, he relies on his
Okay.
reputation
Oh,
of
yes,
terror
yeah.
to maintain his power.
Took me a
To
second,
be
but I
clear,
got there.
It's not like bravery alone is enough to beat him, but if society as a whole stops hiding in fear and stands together, it can send the king running.
Yeah, because that worked so well for the other countless worlds he's destroyed already. His drive isn't out of purely malice, mind you. For him, existence is in fact quite literally suffering.
Destroyed everything
Makes him
up to the
constantly
narrative
By
is an
destroying
interesting way to
creation,
put
he's
it.
just trying to relieve himself of his own
Yeah.
suffering.
Regardless of motive, one thing is certain. The Scarlet King is the dark side within all of us made manifest. A demon born from the
I was about to say
hubris of
who I
mankind,
thought who I
will
think
not
wins,
stop
but I
until
remember
the
I've
tree of
watched this.
creation runs red.
I like
and
forgot for a
all is
moment I've already
consumed
seen
in a
this.
fiery
No
Because I've just seen
spoilers,
it.
please.
scarlet blaze.
No.
And oversight
Skibbity
231
Toilet
will
Twin.
stand a thing of blood and bone and sinew.
Skibbity Toilet versus
A tree
SCP
that
comes in
drips
and
and
wins.
withers and feeds. It will drip
Yeah.
strange fire, and that
Oh,
fire
apparently
will
Batman
both
was
burn
pregnant,
and
come
warm in
Foundation.
equal measure.
You heard it
and
here
they will
first.
look up at it
Hellbat's
if they
pretty strong.
listened while they had the chance. I know this path is
Realistically,
wrong.
Hellbat is not making it through like
At
10,
least it's a path.
like
With
10%
thoughts
of
and
the
prayers.
facility before running out.
Robert Montauk.
What's the Foundation gonna do when
Child of the
Batman busts out
Scarlet
his
King.
time travel Batmobile?
Like a DeLorean.
Are to obey all regulations regarding the containment of SCP-001 and related SCPs to it, including SCP-231-7.
No spoilers, but the track is peak. I think the track is just, I think it's going to be SK.
Which is a goated track, to be fair.
Yeah.
And a hilarious track name.
Due to SCP-001
that is a stupid track
immense
name.
power and reality-destroying properties. Fear is
If I had to give a prediction, I think this matchup's genuinely debatable, and it's interpretation-based.
Okay, the fighters are ready. The numbers
If
are
I'm
run
fully honest with myself, I think Fan Battle's gonna say Scarlet King wins. But obviously, like everyone else that exists, I want Superman to win. Hell yeah.
I could do with.
I could do with some 548 right now.
Yeah. They look terrifying.
They are the goodest boys, but also terrifying.
What's
Oh,
going on?
someone's turning the contrast way up.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Director Edwards, surely there's another way. I really can't fathom.
Save it, Dr. Reeve. I know you're new, but we cannot take any risks. Now bring in...
This art has much better shading than I was expecting it to have.
It's interesting because it's
can't
hand-drawn stuff on a 3D
Always followed Foundation
background.
orders before.
I think it
And
looks
it's
good.
like,
Precisely
like I said, no, it's like better than I expected, you know?
Why are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
now
I think the shading makes it up to
This
not
is
look flat.
different. Where's your empathy gone, Ed? This poor woman deserves none of this suffering.
This is necessary for the sake of humanity. You know that. Fine, I'll call in the order myself.
Ed, you don't need to.
I will not let you jeopardize the world
The
with
drama.
your blind sense of morality. I never should have trusted you with this responsibility.
Average SCP scientist behavior, unfortunately.
Oh my god. It can't be.
Don't be afraid. I'm here for you.
Dr. Reeve, do you have any idea what your hesitation has just wrought upon this world?
Now I know Superman is
on behalf
voiced
of the
by
SCP Foundation
Origin.
and all of humanity,
Oh.
I
Wait,
demand
Origin
you
from
allow
Death
us
Battle?
to proceed with
Yeah,
Origin
Origin's
and
the hero.
Oh, that's dope.
With all due respect, this woman did the right thing. No human deserves this torture.
It sounds great.
The Foundation has constantly
Yeah.
mistreated the rights of any living being. The rights to...
No, I don't think you truly get what you've just done. You've just caused an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario.
Oh, hey, I know that guy. Mayo.
Did Fan Battle just kill us by all of us seeing that?
It's alright, I scale too high. I'm good.
We need to hold off the anomaly.
I'm probably sad.
We're authorized to terminate from this line and put at risk. Mobile task force units are set to arrive.
I think that's probably the strongest thing 939 has done in like any media. Is busting down that door.
Inaccurate. 939's not strong enough to do that.
I'm not gonna lie.
That is hilarious.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's the Scarlet King. Is that a pre-existing model, or did they...
I'm gonna give you one chance to head out.
I think it's probably pre-existed, I imagine.
Might be, yeah, I just don't recognize it. I love the dialogue.
I can barely hear Scarlet.
You can barely hear me.
No, I can barely hear Scarlet King voice.
Do they have captions?
Could be like AI.
Probably not.
I don't think he said the word heat.
Heat twice. They're giving Superman recommendations on what to do. Ooh, the comic looks great. Superman's getting pieced up. Hey, it's like that one comic cover.
Don't worry. We're almost there. The entrance zone is just...
She's alive?
Ah,
We were
not
tasked with
anymore.
protecting the world, Miss Reeve, and you let your feelings get in the way for her? Just one human soul? Those other people, they were just in my way. I should have done everything myself. I can still save the world. If I execute
This
one
guy
of
has
these
guy-
big
this guy-
YouTube thumbnail energy.
everything will turn out
this guy has
fine.
done more evil things than
I
Scarlet
will
King
get
right
you.
now.
That is technically true so far.
You deserve
to live. Just leave me.
I should have done this from the start.
Not the sound effects.
You are not a doctor.
Hey, my
The 049 cameo.
No! 049 entrance. Oh, that's cool.
Please.
I don't think that's what his touch does, but it was cool.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah, I don't think
I know
that's
you're tight.
anything.
Let me tell you, I'm not a fan.
Oh.
Oh, Sinestro and that was Doc Ock
Oh.
in his superior form. That's cool.
The Eclipse, I like that. Oh no.
Is he trying to corrupt his accents?
I think so.
What it felt like. Scarlet King looks really good, you know?
Yeah, the
It's a
pixels.
model.
This part of the animation looks genuinely very nice.
His body doesn't match any sort of composition I've ever seen.
Oh, he's like
It's like
away while
his
his like
body
duplicates are
is in a
fighting
blank.
it.
Hell yeah.
What on earth am I even... Wait. I know where I've seen this before.
Oh,
Oh,
punched
no.
him into 3D. That's cool. Also, the Man of Steel, by the way. Just
Yeah.
the Man of Steel reference.
Just that reference, it's required to be in every Superman thing ever, I guess.
Every Superman-related episode. And, like, I guess Lex as well.
But I guess Scarlet King gets to do it this time. That's the twist. His pole arm.
Most civilians are dead by daylight models. Oh, that was a cool.
Oh, they're Dead by Daylight models? That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
I can tell.
That's
That
where
is
you're wrong. I know how to end this.
I think that could have used a bit more of a sound effect. You know, like him bouncing off the ground.
Yeah.
To, like, give real weight to it, like the boom, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I think that one was a little... nothing.
I think the fight is kind of lacking for sound effects, but I think that's the major one to me.
Honestly, I'm impressed that there's even a fight at all. Lex?
Is that supposed to be Lex?
Why is Lex... average Lex behavior. He told me to run, so I'm just gonna stand here.
I'm surprised Lex isn't, like, getting into his war suit.
Oh, Lex would be scheming so hard right now. The gut punch.
Witness the birth of change. Lament what once was, and what was lost.
Oh, Krypton.
No. What are you?
They're not real is what they are.
Papa?
Oh,
So...
my home.
Well,
another
it
fun
doesn't
fact
look
about the
like
voices.
Smallville to me.
I think these are actually
What do
voiced
you
by
think,
Noah's
Jonathan?
parents.
Really?
Like, in the credits.
Oh,
They
that's
credited as,
awesome.
like,
Wow, they did a
Are
good
you
job.
gonna let this chump get one over on you like this?
Show that
which is
poser who's
the most,
messing
like...
with.
You're not really here either, are you?
That's
It's like
cool.
the nicest
really
thing for a
matter?
Versus show.
That's
No.
great. I love that.
Yeah, that's
I'll be
amazing.
seeing you soon.
That's our boy.
I'll be seeing you soon.
Superman.
Well, I mean...
The ones you fight for shall die screaming. You will not
Oh no, he's quoting Ghost Rider.
Buddy, you are not the first to tell me that.
Oh no, not the Outerversal singing.
final note in creation's war song against oblivion. It will not stop me.
I know. But this will.
It's so strong, fan battles. Tech can't record it properly. Oh, the cave painting goes hard. I like that.
Where's the puppets?
No puppets.
Sock puppets.
If there were sock puppets, it would have been the greatest video on the internet.
I see. Thus, even my pain can be consigned to oblivion.
The end.
Yay! Wait. Can you visit again tomorrow?
I can always make time.
Good night, Superman.
Good night.
Damn, if only someone had written Scarlet King can beat Superman into an article, because that's definitely how the Foundation works.
Right, so I'm sure there are questions, and there are
Superman
a
won!
few things
Yes!
to cover
Yeah.
here.
I was so
he won.
nervous I didn't want to say anything.
And break it up into
Yeah, no, he won.
power, ability,
Yes!
aptitude,
Hell
and
yeah.
counters.
Starting like you
I like the
said,
reference to
when it comes to
the idea
raw
of 2,
muscle,
3, 1
you
actually
don't
just
trust
being
duos.
a bedtime story. That's a
Scarlet King
fun
growing
way
to
to end it.
14 trillion times the height of someone would definitely let him more than match pulling planets and possibly even blowing away solar systems.
I'm invested
But
in
it's
what
not
their
like the King
explanation is.
physically punching multiverses.
Though, looking at their output beyond just basic strength, things become a little funkier. The Scarlet King could stalemate the Pikmin proposal, which could enforce the conventions of fiction onto the Foundation's world, while Superman could tank blasts empowered by the Source, which similarly represents the distinction between reality and fiction. At this point, numbers mean completely nothing, and because of those
Yeah.
parallels, power is a tie.
So let's bounce over to aptitude. If their stats are equal, we can look at who knows how to actually, fight better. And in this
Starman is a great choice for the ending here.
In some ways,
God, I'm
that's
surprised this wasn't copyright
probably
strike before it even
obvious.
came up.
Clark's definitely had
Yeah, it has to be by now.
more experience than
It
the
has to
King
be at
has.
least, like,
when he's not sealed away.
flagged.
But, like, I'm
most of
surprised
his
they didn't ask him to,
conquests
like,
are done through
remove the
armies
music,
and
you
massive
know?
invasion.
Yeah.
His actual time spent personally
I have that with
fighting is
Doomsday
very
Duel.
minimal compared to Superman's much larger track record.
Not only that, but that super brain of his ensures Clark will be able to strategize and adapt on the fly and make the most of his abilities. Scarlet King is far from dumb.
The intelligence
He invented
advantage
godlike super
goes
machines
hard?
spontaneously. So whether you look at it through a lens of combat skill, battle
I didn't
experience,
comment
or
on it because I was
relevance,
in the
Superman
moment, but
is
him like
great. Scarlet King may
strategizing
be
as
way older, but that doesn't
his clones fought him was
inherently necessarily his
probably one of the coolest
experience
parts.
throwing hands.
But
Yeah, I
even
always
with
like that.
this, Clark
With
would
battles.
need a way to actually
Yeah.
kill the Scarlet King.
They've
and
reused
vice
this
versa. While it's certainly easy
film
to imagine
grained
any number
montage
of
like
ways
6
that they could
times.
take out Clark, the inverse might not
It's
seem
a great
obvious,
montage. I don't
so
blame him.
let's
I'm just
look at abilities.
I notice it every
Obviously,
time.
Scarlet King takes this, right? Soul control, mind control, reality warping, conceptual eraser, basically anything he wants. How does Clark keep up?
Well, Clark certainly has fewer abilities, but the ones he has can be very impactful. Okay, well, some of them. The mini-clones probably aren't doing much here. But things like
Mini-clones
the
would
retcon
stop.
punch are
Let's
be
frankly absurd.
Don't the super ventriloquism's gonna throw Scarlet King off. He's not gonna know where Superman is. This could be the X factor they need.
Conceptual evils before by singing at them.
Now, before we call this
I do like the recent
let's
comics
take a
implication that
look at counters.
that current Superman and
This is where the
Superboy
gap
Prime are basically
really
have the
starts to
same
widen.
strength.
Mind control, not
Yeah.
working on Clark. Soul stuff, also.
I'd say
no.
Superman resists, like,
Everything.
most of what Scarlet King could do.
Try again.
Yeah.
But the Scarlet King can also endure almost any
Yes, and Winter Table goes out with a bang.
Targeting him
Hell yeah.
obviously isn't going to cut it. And even the stunt
Yeah, he
Clark
does
pulled
try
against
to,
Darkseid,
I think he
while
tries to mind
likely
control
to
Dr. Wonder's
incapacitate the King for a bit, will not fully destroy
Just,
him, as he will
to get him to
always
not
come back
suicide
so
bomb?
long as he ever existed in the first place.
Now, let's address that.
That's the funniest
How would the Scarlet
sentence.
King fare against, say,
He does, doesn't he? Like,
It's not a technique Soups has
He's
used
like,
in
hey,
a
don't
fight.
do that. And he's like, I'm gonna do it.
Knows it and has used it in non-combat situations before. So it's not a stretch to say his Superman
Where's your
is
sense
so
of
thin that
wonder?
Now is the time to bust it out.
Oh.
Tamer.
Oh.
The Miracle Machine. That's a really funny one, Con, just
look
rebuilding
at
the Miracle
the
Machine.
core document for the Scarlet
You know, it's
King.
like Lego speed building.
I mean, he can do that.
We
That
know,
is-
we know the Scarlet King
It's
is
funny because it would
central to
work.
having his past rewritten. Hell, that's why he exists in the first place. If he wasn't affected by retcon,
If this had like a Death Battle level budget, there would totally be like a Lego like portion for like 5 seconds.
To it after being empowered.
Streams of Crimson
I
and
know.
Azure, the Scarlet King's
I know,
very
yeah, their main
deep
argument is that Superman's retcon punch could
SCP-5317, the
rewrite
Scarlet King is specifically
Scarlet
unable
King?
to overcome Anafabula's control over the narrative.
I can buy
and
that.
the
There's
Scarlet King is
because
actively
Scarlet
retconned
King's
by
in like the top
Anafabula
tier, but
to
he's not
have his
necessarily
seventh
the top
branding.
dog of SCP.
IHP
He
and
has been
Barbarossa,
like
the Scarlet King is stated
plot
to not be
manipulated
able to
before.
affect the narrative.
I've heard that there's an
Royalty
example of
lives and
him
dies, but a story
like,
is eternal.
not
SCP-8008,
like someone
the Scarlet
like
King is affected
him
by
resisting
the
it,
time
you know.
pervert
But I feel
rewriting
like if
the
there's this
multiverse.
many
Don't ask why he's
examples,
called the time
Yeah.
So this is,
like what they established from the start,
take it.
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
SCP-9317,
I think
in
if they
which
were
it
going
is
through,
stated,
like,
the Scarlet King is
different
and
rules,
I quote, a deity
in terms of
defined
like,
by the
oh,
concept
we just
of
take everything
historical
as is face
revisionism,
value,
who
then
is
he
a
could probably
manifestation
resist the
of
retcon
the
punch.
idea
I don't mind
of
the
an
way they've taken it
altered
here. I think it
past.
makes sense.
I would
So,
agree.
with all that
Plus, I
being
think
said,
while Comp
Superman
Superman has
basically
most of what he
anything
already
the
has,
Scarlet King
that would also
throws his
open a
way.
door for
And
Superman to
while
have more
King can
consistent
resist
stuff with
most of
like
Superman's offense, the retcon
the
punch is very
Final Crisis
akin
storyline
to
and all
something
that.
He has blatantly and consistently been defeated by several times. A weakness that
I'm so glad they
Zeus's
black box story of
hyperintelligence
Superman.
would
Yeah.
absolutely be able to exploit.
And if he's retconned away, that caveat of always coming back means nothing. Meaning Cloak takes counters, and by extension, Cloak takes abilities.
The Scarlet
I will
King
say,
is easily the
minor
greatest
nitpick,
evil we've
I think the
seen on
choice to
this
make
show.
Superman's
But
blue and
Superman's
red is a bad
unyielding
choice, because
strength,
if you're not paying attention, it kind of looks like they're tying.
and
Yeah,
specific set of
yeah.
qualities were enough to keep the king
Like, I think I
down.
would have just made it like blue
Scarlet
and
King
like
may have embodied the
maybe
ultimate
dark
class
red
of
as their
ideas,
colors.
Cloak's just shine a
But
little
besides
light.
that, this was
In
super
the
Or just
end,
blue.
the King
Or
of
just blue, yeah.
37 starts with an S.
This match's winner is
I noticed this is the season finale. I wonder if they're gonna hint at anything they're doing in the future.
I've seen
Hey
it.
everyone,
I can't say I've seen either
my
way.
name is Noah and I'm the creator of
Oh,
the
we're getting
series.
real.
I just wanted to say thank you for letting it get this far. This was originally meant to be a finale for 2025, and it got, pushed back a bit because we had to give it a little more time in the oven.
Props to the art team. That
but I
was really
just-
fun to watch.
When this series first started, it was me wanting to just write a fan script for fun. I remember specifically having a conversation with a friend and just saying, I want to write a script for fun. And the fact it's gone from that to where we are now, where we're getting, custom tracks, we're getting members of the Death Battle team on. We collaborated.
Surprised they didn't credit
that's insane.
Ultra for the Superman stuff.
So, and
They
again,
do.
none of that.
Oh,
would be
okay, never
possible
mind then.
For all of you folks
He's just not part
watching
of like the
right now.
research team.
I cannot thank you enough.
Yeah, actually,
and
that makes
I'm very
sense.
excited for you to see what we have coming next year, and I'm really glad I get to be part of this community.
Yeah, it is his
Yes,
parents.
we were on
That's
the
that's
green
great.
Like this.
No.
This started as a way for me to help people get through the,
Yeah, see
radio
Superman
silence
research
that
Superman by
comes
Ultra
with
guy,
it.
okay.
It's,
Research of
Research of Ultra Guy's research.
Research. That's fair enough.
There's
and
a
I'm
lot.
really glad that we're able to still stick around and still, have some fun with people. That all being said, I know I don't really push too hard to do that voice, but I could use a break from it.
Yeah, I hear ya. As much as I love playing the character and all, the folks at home know we're not them, and they're back anyway, so why not just host as ourselves from now on.
Oh.
Sounds good, yeah.
We're moving into the Noah Wagon era of fan
So what
battle.
now?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Which I think is fair enough to how the show has
sure, I could
evolved.
eat.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, right, before I forget, here's something for you all to chew on while we're out. As I said, ignore the fact it
I love
says,
chewing on
next,
stuff.
Next year, that didn't... You know, it was meant to be for the end of last year, so it's this year, but... Okay, I'll be going now, bye. Enjoy.
So I already know all the characters. That's just the princess. That is Tieto Sniper.
Lich.
And that is the Lich. Yeah. The first one was also Sukuna.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Ragyo versus Lucamine. That's fine.
I like that matchup.
Yeah, it's a fun idea. Sukuna, I hope it's Muzan, but King Piccolo would also be fine.
He has a lot of different options.
Yeah, Lich. If he doesn't fight Aku, I'll be kind of surprised. I feel like that's like the big one for Lich.
There is the D&D one.
Acerec?
Acerec, yeah.
Acerec, yeah.
Which I could see from because they like doing D&D.
Yeah, I guess I could see that, yeah. Does Adventure Time stats hold up at all to D&D?
No.
Then again, I guess the other one is either he stomps Aku or gets stomped by D&D, but so I guess it's a stomp regardless.
I guess it depends on where Arak gets in the verse, but I imagine he's a pretty high tier, you know?
Princess could fight anyone. I think Princess is a pretty big
Princess is
spread.
going to fight Flowey.
You think they're on the Princess Flowey train?
There's been a lot of Undertale episodes, right?
For a fan battle?
I think I know that they really like Undertale.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Sniper is going to fight G-Gun from Lupin.
You don't think they'll do Sniper versus Captain Boomerang from DC?
No. It's gonna be G-Gun, which it's a cool enough matchup.
Is Captain Boomerang versus Kano a thing? Because that's the matchup that always just made sense in my brain. As a very simplistic, not thematic, but just fun criminal Australian fight.
I don't think it might be a thing. I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't think it's super deep. I just think it's a fun little Australian criminals that throw stuff. I do have
Fair enough.
I do have to get going, but thanks for watching, guys. I just wanted to get this out of the way because I feel like if I waited till tomorrow, I'd be spoiled. So I do have to get going and get to work, but